just got off the phone with the girl who loves you too. Said you're working on yourself, is she helping with that too? You gave her the...
Hey loves, hey. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Geraldine of This Diva Can Cook Too. And if you are returning, welcome back, loves. Okay guys, today I have some new information for you on where we're going forward on the channel, okay? And I have came up with some new ideas that I think you guys will enjoy. On this channel, guys, I want to inspire you to different ways of preparing our everyday dishes, okay? That's my goal. And I want to bring these dishes to you as a way of thanking my foster mother and grandmother for the job they did in teaching me their recipes, okay? So guys, I have my little notes here of some things that I have came up with, some ideas that we're going to be doing, okay? So I will be trying to upload every Friday, okay? I'm going to try, okay? So with that, I have come up with some Friday, what I want to call them, things, okay? We'll call them things. I love a theme, okay? That is my passion. I love themes, okay? So I'm going to get into what these things are, and maybe you'll understand more what I'm talking about. Okay, so I have named some things that I want to do on Fridays, okay, and I will choose what they'll be. Now, the names that I have came up with, number one is Freaky Food Friday, okay? Yeah, Freaky Food Friday. I don't even know what Freaky Food Friday is going to entail, okay, but you can tell by the name it's going to be some weird food, okay? So I'm still working on that one, guys, so bear with me. I'm still working on that one. Okay, the next one is Fun Food Friday. Now that's self-explanatory, Fun Food Friday. Okay, it's going to be something that's fun, that we love, okay? And the next one is going to be Family Food Friday. That's self-explanatory as well. You already know Family Food Friday has to do with family, okay? It's something that we usually fix our families every day, okay? The next one is Fantasy Food Friday. Fantasy Food Friday is going to be a mystery. What are we going to fix for Fantasy Food Friday, okay? Familiar Food Friday. Familiar Food Friday is going to be something that's familiar to us all. That's something just like Family Food Friday almost, okay? Food Bank Friday. Now, that's going to be me still cooking, but at the end, I will be showing you me eating what I cooked, okay? So that's going to be quite fun. And the last but not least is my favorite, Field Trip Friday, okay? Now that's going to be a vlog of me going to different restaurants when I go out, okay? And me just vlogging me eating at different restaurants, okay? So that's what all of that's going to be about, guys. So yeah, I think these should be quite fun, okay? I hope you guys will like it. I hope these recipes you will want to share with your family and that you both enjoy them, okay? Because that's what it's for. It's for you and your family to enjoy, okay? And it's a different way of fixing our everyday foods, that's all. Just my little twist on fixing food, that's it, okay? So with that being said, we're going to get into what we're going to have today. Now, on today's menu, we're going to have steak and gravy in the oven. I know you already said, I know how to fix steak and gravy in the oven. I'm sure you do, okay? But this is my little twist on my mother's steak and gravy that she would fix in the oven, okay? I came up with this myself, and this is the way I've been fixing it for my family for a couple of years now. And like I said, it's nothing major. It's just a twist on it and a different way that you can fix it, and you can try it and see if you like it, okay? So let's get into what we're going to need to make this recipe. So you're going to need some minced garlic. You're also going to need some margarine as well, and along with the rest of these ingredients. Okay guys, for our steak and gravy in the oven, we're going to need a pack of steak. Right here I have the pork butt steaks. It's the family pack, and I have a pack of 4. For our seasonings, we're going to need some seasoning salt. If you don't have seasoning salt on hand, you can just use some regular salt and pepper, and some garlic and onion powder, because that's what's in seasoning salt anyway. Black pepper. You're going to need thyme leaves. If you have fresh, that's fine too. We're going to need some organic rosemary, some paprika. You're going to need you an onion. You're going to need you about 3 heaping tablespoons of flour that I have in here. And this is what my grandmother always measured her ingredients with, this big teaspoon right here. So this is what I'm using. And also you're going to need a gravy mix pack. I have the onion kind. I usually use the brown gravy, but I don't have that on hand, so this is what I got, so I'm using this today. And for our dinner side dish ideas, I have some roasted garlic mashed potatoes here. I have 2 packs of those. And I have 2 cans of the golden whole kernel corn, okay? So that's an idea for a side dish. Okay, so let's get started. Okay guys, so go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 degrees. And while that's preheating, we're gonna get started with seasoning our meats. And we're gonna start off using our seasoning salt, but I have already pre-sprayed my pan with cooking spray, and I've added my meat in. It's all washed and clean, and we're gonna go ahead and season it. Now I will leave all the measurements for the seasoning in my description box, so you can go down there and see exactly how much I'm using. But we're going to just sprinkle as much as we think we want on it. Okay. And we're going to go in with our black pepper. Season that real good. Then we're going to go in with our paprika. Then we're going to go in with our thyme leaves. Okay. And our rosemary. And then we're going to flip them over to the other side. And I'm going to wash my hands, guys, and then I'll come back and season this side. So now I will season the other side. Same thing as we put on the other side. And use my paprika next. I like to put my thyme leaves and my rosemary on last. Okay, and the paprika is just to help it to brown. That's all. Okay, bam, we got that in there. And our rosemary we're gonna put on there. So next we're going to add our minced garlic. And all I do is just take a little, put it on there like so. Get that garlic taste up in there. Okay, don't need a lot. Maybe a half a teaspoon should do it. And then we're gonna cut some margarine. And we're gonna just put that on there like so. Okay. I'm gonna grab a little flour, guys, because I want to put a little flour on it too to help it brown too. So hold on a second. So I got my flour on there. Make sure you put your flour on there before you put your margarine on there. That's what I usually do. Also, sometimes I put my flour in the pan after I spray it a little bit in the bottom of the pan, and then put the flour and the margarine on top as well. Okay, so now our oven is preheated. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pop it in our oven. So guys, I wish you could smell how amazing the garlic is making it smell. It is really smelling very delicious already. So there, we're gonna pop it in the oven and we're gonna let that cook for about a good hour, and then we're gonna check it. Okay, loves, so it's been about 35 minutes. They didn't take a whole hour to cook. And reason being because these are very thin steaks, and this is how you want to see them. You don't even have to turn them over. You can see how thin that is, but this is what you're looking for it to look like. Okay, now I'm going to take 2 of these out because my grandson, I'm gonna take this one. He doesn't eat gravy. He doesn't like steak and gravy. Okay, he just likes his plain. So this will be his. This is nice and done for him. And my daughter, she doesn't eat steak at all. So this will be for me and hubby, one for me and one for hubby. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna place some sliced onions on here, like that. Okay, and then we're gonna take that flour that we put in, the 3 tablespoons of flour that we put in here, and we are going to add our pack of gravy to it. We're just gonna dump it in there with our flour, like so. And then we're gonna take it over to the sink, and we're gonna fill this up with some water. We're going to take this and fill it up like so. We're going to get that all stirred up in there together, preferably with a fork, not with a spoon like I'm using. I'm working in a tight space, guys, so just bear with me, please. Get that all stirred up in there together. It's going to be lumpy because of the flour, so you want to get that mixed up in there real good. And I've switched over to my fork. Get that mixed up real good in there. Then we're going to just pour that into our pan here. I don't need a big pan, but I'm gonna leave it in this pan because I want all the steak droppings to add with it. And I am filling my cup up again, And I'm getting the rest of all that goodness that's inside there that we want to mix in there to help make our gravy. Okay, make sure you get it all good and mixed up. And you're just gonna pour that in. Okay. And since it's just me and him, we don't need a lot of gravy, so I'm gonna just kind of scrape the scrapings up from the bottom. Help get that all mixed up in there together. Yes, like so. Okay. And when we get this all stirred up in here, make sure you're scraping all that bottom goodness off and getting it all mixed up in there together, okay? Like so. Okay, that should be good. So now I'm going to cover it with some aluminum foil, and I'm going to pop it back in the oven, and I'll come back in about half an hour and check it. Guys, so it has been about another 40 minutes, and I am about to take the aluminum foil off. Guys, please be careful when you take this aluminum foil off, because steam will come out and it could burn you. So that's how it is looking. So guys, I don't know whether you like your gravy thick or thin, but I like my gravy kind of thick. And as you can see, this is a thick gravy. Not too thin, not too thick. Okay. Now also you could have added bell peppers to this and made pepper steak as well. But I didn't do that this time. I just wanted the onions in it. Look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna plate this up and I'm gonna come back and show you how it looks. My mashed potatoes are already done and my corn is done back there. So let's plate it up, guys. Okay guys, so I have it all plated up and this is how it's looking. Looks so good and yummy. You can enjoy this with some hot sauce or with some steak sauce. It would go very nice with either one, okay? So guys, that's what I have for you today. I hope you will try this recipe. And if you do, make sure you let me know down in the comments, guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye, loves.